I was watching a documentary called Generation Wealth, and it was about how wanting more and money can lead to terrible decisions and unhappiness in the long term. And it was really interesting because, like, I know, like, too much money can screw you over and money doesn't buy happiness. I've heard all of that, but there's been one intersection that I've yet to kind of really reflect about, which is the idea of working hard. So I work really hard for my career, and I kind of understand the culture, the hustle culture, the glorification of working hard. And I think it's really cool to find some sort of love in that so you stay motivated. And that can help push you through times. Like, love the grind of it so you get used to the process instead of the results, and you grow to like, your pits and your peaks. But it talked about how even working hard can be an addiction, which is interesting because, I mean, we're taught in media, like, there's the good guy, there's the bad guy, like, there's the bad thing, there's the good thing. But in reality, when you explore reality more, you start to realize it's not that simple. There's everything's pretty much a double-edged sword, more or less, right? Like, you have things that are good, and then with too much, they're bad, or they're good for some people and bad for some other people. And it's not that simple to be point fingers and say, this thing is good, this thing is bad, this person's good or bad. So hard work is something glorified a lot, and it gets us to a lot of places. But in this documentary, it talks about how this hard work can be an addiction. This wanting for more in your career can be an addiction that prevents you from living in the moment and spending time with the people and the things that matter the most. And it's interesting because, like, I'm obviously a creator. I'm a content creator, and I'm very insecure about where I am currently. I always am wanting more. And not just saying I feel entitled to more, but I feel like I need to work harder, work smarter, do better constantly. I'm constantly reminding myself that I need to do better. And I think there's something good in that, of course, but at the same time, it showed that even working hard from good intent is dangerous if not regulated, which was something scary to me because it makes me rethink. Now I have to do better to not try to do better, if that makes sense, because my constant urging of doing better is preventing me from living in the moment. And I think I'm getting better at that, no pun intended, but it's a really interesting point. Like, for all of us as creators, it's not that we can't work hard, but it's more of we have to also love our current situation and not just only put through our current situation because of what could be in the future. Because if we never learn to love our current situation, then it's constantly going to be, okay, this next thing I'll be happy. This next thing I'll be happy. And I've realized whenever you think you're going to be happy because of a certain condition, you're not, it's not like that. Like, you get the condition and then either you postpone it to another condition or you just feel like confused because you're not happy like you thought you'd be. And I've realized that happiness, you got to not only, like, you can work hard in life, but you also got to work hard to be happy. Like, that's a whole different struggle. That's like, you got to work hard to do it. So being happiness, I'm realizing, at least with my life experiences, it's not because of something, it's in spite of something. So it's a muscle. You have to train yourself to do healthy habits that will make you happy. And it's not like a phase like that. You could be happy or sad for periods of time, but to be happy, you have to work hard in certain habits, like whatever it ends up being for you. You have to work hard in life to ensure you're also happy. So you can work hard with this task or this assignment or this thing, but you also have to work hard to make sure you're happy. Just like I think with, like, relationships, dating, like, it's not all honeymoon. You got to work hard to make sure that relationship stays, no matter how, like, mature both people are. You got to work hard to produce habits that'll make you happy in spite of things. So it makes me think I'm always on this yearning for more, but I have to realize that happiness is not going to come from that, which is crazy. Like, I think happiness will come from doing a process that I'll like, but I'm still doing the process I like that I'm going to be doing in the future. I talked to my friend David about this. He talked about, if you reached everything you wanted, how would your life be different? And it really wouldn't be. Like, I'm still working on music. I'm working on this stuff, podcast stuff, every single day. Whether I'm successful or not, I'm still doing it. I still get to wake up and do it. And that's the ultimate blessing. I think as creators, yeah, we don't have all the money, but we get to wake up and do it. Like, when we blow up, when we succeed with what we want, we're still going to wake up and do it. The process is not going to change much. Yeah, the results are going to feel good, but they're also going to feel bad at certain times. And it's like, I think at the end of the day, like, just be grateful, like, of my process, and I need to implement in my process to be happy now, to not base my happiness on a condition in the future or a condition in the past. But I have to set habits, because I know what things will make me happy. I know that if I just meditate every day and I don't go on my phone too much, like I don't go on my phone in the morning, like I know there's certain things I can do to pretty much ensure I'll have a good day. But it's the hardest part is actually doing them. So it's like, sometimes work can get in the way. Like, oh, I need to check my phone to check my messages from people when you don't, like, I don't really need to do that. Sometimes my work will interfere with my happiness. I need to be like, find another way with it, because happiness is in spite of things. And I have to, if I keep running away from happiness and being like, yo, I will be happy when this happens, then it's not going to catch up to me. Like, or it's going to catch up to me eventually. So it's like, I have to learn to be like, okay, now there's so many blessings in the now, right now, that I have. I get to, like, I'm a kid. I get to go to college. I don't have a job yet. I don't have as much pressure as in a couple years. There's also many disadvantages. But every situation you have is imperfect, but at the same time brings so many advantages, and that they'll change. You think that you're waiting for the right moment. There'd be another moment where you might have what you wish you had now, but you might lose something that you have right now. So at the end of the day, every moment is the right moment. Like, every moment is valuable. And yeah, like, I might be successful at one, like I will be successful with this content creation, with the podcast, with the music, but I'm going to also probably not have something I have right now. Maybe the time, maybe the freedom, maybe the closeness to my friends. Maybe my friends will leave somewhere when I get maybe they'll go to a different place, and maybe it'll be harder to connect with them. There's advantages that I have right now that I don't even realize are advantages, and it's hard to realize until you lose them. So it's like, these moments are moments worth being happy in. And it's not, I can't base it on a condition, because I'm just going to keep losing conditions. And every moment is going to be valuable. Like, every moment's equal. You just gain some stuff and lose some stuff. That's what I'm realizing. Like, I just got to be happy in the current moment, because the moments will never be perfect. They'll never be enough, but I have to learn to be happy in spite of it, because that's the real muscle. If I train myself to be happy regardless, I think that it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a great thing. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of on edge because I think someone's there, and I don't talk as well when someone else is there. But I think that's an important part. Like, we got to learn to be happy in spite of things, because it's never going to be perfect.